Hello heroes, welcome to the Herocraft Server running Feed the Beast Unleashed 1.1.3, and I'm joined today on TeamSpeak only because he's a retard. The Social Circle.
Hello.
Yeah, it's time for our weekly update of shit. So obviously loads of new machines and whatnot. Also Power Armor is now here on the server. It's obviously been on the mod pack, we've only just got around to making it. This is
slow.
Yeah, pretty much. And because it's recently in one of its updates, it's got really expensive. More the stuff that you insert into it, because you make the armor shell, and then you build modifications to insert into it via the Tinkerer table. But all of this stuff has got really expensive, so it took a bit of a while to save up enough stuff to be able to use it. But it allows you to run and jump high and do awesome things like you can fly with it, but I haven't got that turned on because I have no idea how to use it. And you can glide slowly down, or there's loads of things you can do. You get night vision, all that sort of stuff. Onto the machines, I think. Machines. There's so many machines, dude. So many.
Well, I tend to stay away from it.
Yeah, Social's more of the run around and blow shit up or get killed or just go on epic diamond mining trips sort of person. And yeah. Okay, so first machine I'm going to have a look into for you guys. Well, I'm going to explain quickly for you guys. There's so many that I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it all in. We've got Applied Energistics, which is like a massive storage system in a tiny area. This is literally it, and it's got all of these items. There's 171,000 cobblestone in there, all of this stuff, and it just gets stored on these little cards, which they all cost quite a large amount to make. If I bring up a medium one, which is a 16k one, and it's not going to be there because I put 14. Whoops. 16k uses. That's got a diamond in it amongst other things. I'll just quickly show that. That takes that. And there's all this stuff. And it takes a lot of quartz. Like both the nether quartz and the one that the mod itself adds. They've decided they're going to use up the entire supply of everything. The 64k one takes literally fucking ages to... Oh, I swore. I'm not meant to be swearing. Yeah, it literally takes a very, very long time to make. And we've also now got that being fed by a quarry, which is going through these item tesseracts. So it's gonna have a lot of stuff in it. We filled up one of the 16k discs. The other ones, they have an item limit to how many different types of items can go in, and then also limit how much stuff can be stored in there, obviously. So one of them's full, which completely full, which is the red, and then we got 3 which have hit that item limit, and 1 that's still okay. And what you can do with this is you can set up a crafting panel, well, crafting terminal, which you'll just be able to, let's just go to this as an example. That's what I want. There, you can just shift click with the NEI thing on the question mark and it'll take you straight to it. I don't have any of the weird stuff there, so, but what you can do is once you can craft it, you can just keep pulling it out there and it'll just pull it out of whatever you've got in storage, which is ridiculously useful. You can also set up, this is a precision export bus. What this will do is pump stuff out of the system into whatever you've chosen it to, and then on the other side I'll have an import bus. You can get either precision ones, fuzzy ones, or just basic ones. Precision, you get to choose all the different stuff that you put in. You can apply redstone signals. You can turn it from stack mode or to single mode, or there's craftable modes and all that sort of lovely stuff. And then the fuzzy one will put stuff that it's not as like I can't think of the right word. It's not as precise, basically. If you're trying to put in like damage valued stuff, it'll just put whatever it can find of that item, and it won't take damage values into account, which the precision one will. And then you've got the basic one, which will just put one. You can just put one specific item into, and then it'll just put it in one slowly, instead of being able to put a stack or anything in. But what this allows you to do is to basically what I've got here is it automating ores being processed once my quarry finds them. So it'll straight away put them straight into the pulverizer. The dust will get pulled out, that will go back into the system, and then that will move on to the next one, which is our powered furnace, and then it'll set back in as the buzz. Also over this way I've got what's this one doing? Oh yeah, this one is pulverizing cobblestone when I ran out of sand, because that kept happening a lot. I think I've got a ridiculous amount now anyway. This one is cooking said sand, or it's also cooking any wood into charcoal. That one's doing the same. So that's a small demonstration of automation. And then if we go through here, I've automated all of our force engines now, so they're not using any of the whatever the pipe system I had before was called.
Like stuff.
Yeah, all the weird, confusing pipey shit. I think I've ran out of... No? Why is that one not going? That is confusing.
Believe it or not, I'm not the complex one, so your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, right. One of the engines isn't getting liquid, but the other ones are. I'm really confused.
Billy's department.
I'll just chuck some in there manually, it'll be fine. But yeah, as you can see here, I've got the basic exports pumping buckets of force straight into the engine, which is then getting the buckets pulled out. And obviously over here, I've got force gems and buckets getting put into a squeezer, and then the full buckets getting pulled out the other side. It's all very confusing stuff if you don't really understand mods, like social. Here's our borderline. I was about to say retard, but I'm not really sure. Does retard count as swearing? I know it counts as like being rude, but
That was an insult.
I think basic insults are okay.
Call me a noob.
I don't know where trying to be PG sort of goes. I'm not used to it. And then
You need one of them books, don't you? How to be polite for dummies.
I'm polite. I say my please and thank yous and whatnot, but it's just trying not to swear when I'm making videos.
Yeah,
So I'm so used to doing it. Over this side, we've also got the coke oven and the blast furnace getting automated. So obviously wood's getting pumped into here, turned into charcoal. Somehow. How the hell did I do that? Is it still recording? This is going to look ridiculous. Somehow I shrank out of the game, and I don't know. I think... No, it's still recording. Fuck. Why am I so... I'm ridiculously... Oh, wait, no. I'm not on the right thing. Yeah, it's still recording. I'm ridiculously too pro for this. So, yeah. I may have just tabbed out by accident, which was bad, but there you go. But yeah, obviously, charcoal coming out of the automation over here. Charcoal's then getting pushed into the blast furnace, and so is iron, to create steel for me. But I've got that one on redstone, because I don't want it to be continuously doing that. Downstairs, to the even more confusing to explain things.
9x9 thing.
Oh yeah, the fucking... Oh, for God's sake. I can't stop, it's horrible. Yeah, downstairs is the absolutely huge iron tank. This is well, it's 8x9 technically, but who cares? It can hold 10,368,000 liquid, and I think every 100 of that is a bucket.
So not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot at all. Still a few million buckets of steam is in there right now, which is all getting generated by this steam boiler, sorry. Steam boilers take a hell of a lot of steel to make. I'm not going to go into precisely how to make them, it's really annoying, but basically what you have to do is have these fireboxes down at the bottom. They can go from like one firebox up till, I think what I've got is the max, which is a 3x3 base. I could be wrong with that. I think that's the max. And basically what you do is you put down those, and then you build the actual steam boilers, which are these bits, and they come in high pressure or low pressure. The low pressure ones using I think they use less fuel but obviously produce less power, and the high pressure ones doing the opposite. They use a lot of fuel but produce a lot of power, which is where all of my coal is currently going. Basically what will happen once you've formed it all up is the temperature will start to rise, and it'll eat a lot of fuel whilst doing that. You can do either liquid fuel, so like biogas or oil or stuff like that, or you can do solid fuel. I've just gone for solid fuel because I haven't got a system in place for the other ones yet. So what it'll do, it'll eat a lot of this fuel. I'm talking like a few thousand pieces of coal or something like that, until it starts getting up to full temperature, in which case it'll slowly start to slow down. After 100, it'll start producing a lot of steam. And once it gets to 1000, obviously the fuel intake will slow it down considerably. You need to pump water into it, obviously water, heat, steam. And the steam, what can you do with the steam? You can pump it into giant tanks for storage, or if we'll get to this side because we used to build craft power a bit more than we used to the other one. So on this side I've got my industrial steam engines. You've got 3 different types of steam engines. I think it's like the hobbyist, the commercial, and the industrial. The industrial being the heaviest of the lot. The hobbyist, you don't need the steam boiler for. It has its own like small inside steam boiler. So all you need to do is plug that into water. The hobbyist you do need steam for, but it'll take a lot less, obviously producing a lot less power. Then the industrial one will literally eat steam and produce up to 8 megajoules of power a tick, which is bloody awesome. That's at the moment just getting fed directly into my energy tesseract to feed my quarry, and I've been slowly filling up energy conduits as well via these 2 prongs here. I think I've got 4 of them completely full up in my ME system, which is a hell of a lot of power. And then if we go onto this side of things, we've got a steam turbine. This is another very heavy steel based thing. It takes a few hundred to build one of these basically. It took me a lot of time to save up enough steel. And basically what you do is you make this 3 by 2 by 2 block of these steam turbine things, and then you put a turbine rotor blade in, and it will produce what is the name of this power again? EU, at a ridiculously high rate. As these, you can see how quickly it's going, and these are 2 MFSUs, which are I think they're the highest storage capability of industrial craft at the moment. So that's a lot of power, and it filled that one up in a night. I made this one just before I started recording, and it's already nearly full. So that's how quickly we're getting power right now. And we have absolutely nothing to do with it. I've literally got these 2 industrial craft machines which I use to build the MFSUs. So we've got a huge intake of power and absolutely nothing to do with it. We could just make bombs. Do you want to make bombs?
Well, if it's something simple to build, I probably could. If not, probably not.
We'll become the arms race of our server.
I'm one who likes to blow stuff up anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be able to take like a nuke around with you. Just get bored of a cow giving you a funny look. Nuke the... I was about to swear again, but I'm not going to. So yeah.
It'd be funny nuking him.
It would be quite hilarious if I just walked up to this massive crater outside and it was just because like somebody gave you a funny look.
Two skeletons staring at me, just like, screw you.
Okay, there's a creeper in a hat. Creeper in a hat outside.
The hat you don't have?
Oh, it's a cat in the hat. I don't have that.
That's a little rhyme you had there.
I know, right? I'm wearing that right now. Okay, under the next thing that I've built. Did you want to say something before I started going all technical on things again?
No, I'll just listen.
Okay. Outside we've got a, what is the name of the mod again? Forestry. We've got a forestry farm thing, a multi-block thing. Basically, you make a 3x4x3 or something like that shape out of these multi-block things, and I'm not going to go into specifics. It takes a long time to make these. And then you make hatches and valves and gearboxes for electricity. And what it will do, it will automatically manage an arboretum, which is just trees for you. So what you need to be able to then use it, once you've made the shape, you build this shape and then you've got to surround it by stone blocks. I think you can do it with sand blocks and stuff like that. There's a huge wiki page on it. I'm not going to be able to explain it as well as that. You make the shape around, it'll cover itself in dirt once you put dirt into the machine. You've got to feed it with dirt and whatever type of tree you're going to make it grow. I'm just using apple oak saplings. So it will just it'll just do exactly what you're seeing now. It will spread all of the saplings out all around it. When they grow, it automatically cuts them down. Then it'll pick up any saplings or apples that are dropped on it. Apparently I'm also picking them up. And all you need once you've given it water, power, saplings, dirt is fertilizer, which is made with, I can't remember the name of it. I have to get out of my system a minute.
Didn't apples keep disappearing on you?
Yeah, that was when I wasn't using the applied energistic system to keep it like automated. They were trying to
need this stuff.
You don't really need it. It's more for convenience. You could do it all manually if you wanted to. Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to chuck this stuff I've picked up in there. By the way, if you need tools when you come on, there's a diamond chest to the left of the applied energistic system with tools and stuff in it.
You're just rubbing this in because I can't get on.
It's not your... Oh, not really, because it's not really anybody's fault that your game has decided to screw itself up. Why is there a skeleton down there? That was weird. But yeah, it's all automated by the applied energistic system. And I was looking for what makes this fertilizer. There it is. Apatite, which is found quite high up in like mountain ranges and stuff like that. Luckily, I've got the old pick with Fortune 3 on it. I just went up there because we've got mountains directly over there and found a hell of a lot of it. Ooh, is it going to cut them straight down just so you guys can see it? There we go. Done. There are also other ways of automating wood production. If we go over here, one of the other guys on the server called Ken has got another one. I can't see anything inside his farm because his trees just grow so weirdly. And this uses one of the... There it is. Why is it not moving?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I think it's solar activated. So if I get rid of that... Oh, probably helps if I get rid of the leaves above it. He's made it too close together. Have you seen his weird little... where that little cart is going around?
Nope. I haven't explored his house properly yet.
Oh, okay. Basically what happens is it's got a little like mine cart with a machine on it that cuts down trees next to it. And it goes along these tracks and it'll cut down the trees. But what he's done is put the tracks too close together and the trees too close together. Because it picks up power from solar, so obviously the sun. I've got to get out of here because it's getting dark and I don't want to blow his stuff up. But yeah, it'll pick up solar generation and it'll go around and cut down these trees automatically for you, then dump them in a chest or a barrel or into a system. So it's pretty clever stuff, but he's made it wrong, basically.
Never even knew you could have barrels.
Yeah, you can make barrels and hold like a ton of stuff in them. We had some of them before. I'm sure you saw them.
Probably not.
They were what I were previously using to put the wood and apples in next to the farm.
Oh, I probably did then.
I've nicked one of his 4 saplings. He's using 4 trees to produce the energy. I'm chucking my sword away. Produce the 4 shards and stuff that you need to create this sort of power. Which is all rather confusing, but it's decent stuff. It'll just take a while to actually work, and he's obviously got to space it out more, otherwise it's going to keep stopping underneath every single tree because it's not getting any sunlight. I'm going to sleep quickly.
Ken has his own way of thinking things through.
Yeah, he does have a rather strange mind. I'm not saying
I tend not to think.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing though, which is decent. Unlike the berry guy who just came on and expected me to do everything for him. And most likely he's going to see this video as well, but oh well.
Yes, we're talking to you.
Oh well. Ken's way of automating his smeltery is really bizarre. Like, it's done with redstone powder and stuff like that instead of other stuff.
It works.
I'm sure it works, it's just really bizarre to look at.
Not about the appearance. If it does the job, it's good enough.
Yeah, true. We also got iron golems just casually walking around our house, which is pretty fun. One of them's nearly dead. Have you been attacking it?
Nope. Kenwa, wait, gravity gun.
He's not a very nice man sometimes.
Get like picking it up and you're like, oh, if I pick it up enough it can hurt it. Get
Poor-
him up to the corner.
Poor golem. Anyway, I think I've showed everybody all the new stuff that we've got on here. I can't think of anything else. I think I showed them last time that we'd been to the Twilight Maze. I'm not going to explain what's in the Twilight Maze, but we've been there.
Minotaurs and creatures.
Yeah, minotaurs and treasure and things and mobs.
Oh, there's treasure in there?
Yeah.
I don't think I got that far down.
I found loads of treasure in there. The problem with the treasure is the treasure rooms are booby trapped. So you've got to like mine your way around them, and the stuff on the I'm forgetting the word. The maze. How did I forget maze block? The maze block stuff is really hard to mine. It takes forever. So yeah. Oh yeah, for anybody wondering why our nether portal is broken, it's because Barry kept finding his way here and basically he was annoying me. So I just broke the nether portal so we couldn't get in. Because I'm a lovely person like that.
I don't know that.
Yeah. Because we're just all using Mistcraft to get there via those little books, so...
That's
It's all...
them little magic torches on top floor.
Oh, that's...
Them little ball things.
Yeah, that's Nitor,
Right, cool.
which you make with the Formcraft magic stuff. I'll show you next time you're on how to do magic if you want.
Sure.
Like how to research it and what like not.
That's as complex as I'm getting.
It's really easy, like all you need to do for the magic, you'll see it properly when you come on the video. When you see the video, if you want to check out this part anyway. Is you make a wand and something called a Fulminomicon, which is just you use the wand on a bookcase and it'll give you a little book. And then you can just store all the stuff you research on said book. And then you make a research table with paper in it, and then literally all you have to do to research new magic is put like ores and stuff in there into the research table and find the right aspects to research whatever it is you're trying to research. That's all you have to do for Formcraft.
I just want a wand. They look cool.
I'll try and get you a wand. I'm not saying what wand. I'm going to try and get you the least harmful wand.
Wand of the Apprentice.
Yeah. Well, all that is that's for doing the stuff. But you can get like wands that shoot lightning, shoot fire, ones that can replace blocks with blocks in your inventory, ones that like destroy blocks from miles away. Or you can get little golems that do stuff for you. It's awesome.
No, last time we tried shooting something with a wand.
Oh yeah, the that was my one for destroying the stuff in the Twilight Forest in those big caves. Because obviously there's some ores you can't reach. So So if you use that one, you can just sort of like shoot the top of them. It's awesome. But yeah, I think we've done enough and capable of ending now. We've updated everybody on what we've done. Trying to just do a last minute check, but no. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks Social Circle for being on TeamSpeak. And we're still looking for more people to join the server, so if you want to come on, leave a comment and I shall get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to go check out Social Circle on Twitter. That's all he does. He doesn't do YouTube stuff. He just sits on Twitter forever.
I'm a sado.
Indeed. And yeah, I shall see you guys later. Take care and goodbye.